So with the new Zoe out, I've been thinking about upgrading this one.
Hey everyone, so that's right, I'm looking at getting rid of the Zoe. Now there's a few reasons for that. Firstly, the new Zoe has got a few features which I think are worth the upgrade to. And also the financial arrangements around getting a new Zoe are actually quite favourable. So those two things together make it a little bit of a compelling case to get the new one. The other thing is that our Leaf isn't quite as good as I'd hoped. Not only is the range not as good, but the rapid gate issue is still very much there, even if it is a little bit suppressed by some of the software tweaks that they've done. Nissan really haven't done enough, I don't think, to improve that situation, which is a real disappointment because the rest of the car is actually quite good. So it just means that for long distance journeys, we're not really going to be able to do that, especially with a young family, because they don't like to hang around. That you do stop a lot more, but you don't tend to stop for like, an hour and a half to get somewhere. So that's a bit of a shame. But looking at the new Zoe, you've got a car which has got CCS rapid charging. It will charge at 50 kilowatts. It's got a 52 kilowatt hour battery, which will give you about 200 miles of range, kind of in real world driving. So that's a fair increase on what we've got now. We get about 160, 170 miles range out of the current Zoe. So coupled with a slightly bigger battery and the ability to rapid charge, this car could really take us a long way and we wouldn't have to stop for very long. The battery is also air cooled, which means that you can, hopefully, rapid charge this car a couple of times in succession without too much of an issue. And that's really important when you're doing a long drive down to Cornwall or up to Scotland or something like that, which we may do. So there's the kind of high level reasons for why I'm thinking about this. Now, I phoned a couple of dealers, and one of the things I was really surprised about was how valuable my Zoe still is. So as a trade-in, they were offering £13,500 for my car. And if you think about the fact that I paid £15,000 for this car originally, then that's a really good deal. Now, the other thing is that because of the sort of value of the new car and its residual value, I can get a deal where basically I'm paying less per month than I'm currently paying for my existing car. And that's including the fact that I'm not having to pay the battery lease anymore, because all of the new Zoes sold here in the UK don't have a battery lease associated with them. So there's always going to be some kind of personal circumstances that come into it here, but basically I had a word with the dealer and I said, look, I could buy the battery out because the battery buyout scheme is a thing, but actually I'd rather put any kind of battery buyout money that I was thinking about towards buying the new car, so a little bit of an extra deposit on the new car. And when we kind of had a chat around some of that, it actually works out to be a really good deal, I think, anyway, because you're getting all of these extra features. So that's really great. And I think because these cars currently are a bit like iPhones when they first came out, the next one was always so much better than the one that came before it. They haven't really plateaued in their technology. So what I'm thinking of doing is just trying to keep up with that technology until it plateaus, so that I can take advantage of the new great features that are coming out with these cars, whilst kind of maximising the resale or trade-in value of the existing car. So I know it's not going to be for everyone, and it's something that we don't necessarily need to do, but in the back of my mind I'm thinking, well, actually, if I can get a good deal on the current car that I have and a decent deal on the car, the new car, then why wouldn't I do that? And there's a few dealers around the UK, and you can go and search on the Renault Zoe Owners Club, which do deals for Owners Club members as well. So there's a few discounts that you can get. Obviously, depending on when you watch this, the discounts will change, so there's no point in me kind of going through that. But you know, those deals are out there. There's all sorts of incentives. There's switch incentives. There's the government plug-in grant. There's all kinds of things that will take the cost of the car below the cost that you see on the website. So it's definitely worth talking to some dealers rather than just checking on the website and thinking, oh my God, I can't afford this. So that's just a quick video from me about what's going through my mind right now. I'm having some conversations. I'm just doing some numbers. I'm thinking about it. What do you think? Do you think the new Zoe is a step up and you're going to make that switch from your ZE40 or your 22 kilowatt up to the new one, or are you waiting for something even better to come along? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I'll leave it there. There'll be some more videos coming soon around this as I look into it, and I'll be doing a couple of other videos on the kind of cost of the Zoe, because I think there's some rubbish out there in the press about how this is the fast depreciating car and all that stuff. It's rubbish. So anyway, I'll leave it there. Have a great day, and I shall see you in the next one.